Age versus proof. If you had a choice for about the same amount of money, would you take a slightly older bourbon with a little less proof? Or would you take a slightly younger bourbon with a little more proof? That's today's comparison that we're going to do. Both Wild Turkey products. This Russell's Reserve 10, very well known, 10-year age statement, 90 proof. And this new release that I've done several videos on is a 101 proof. This Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary, 101 proof with an 8-year age statement. A little older, a little less proof, a little younger, a little more proof. That's the battle for today. I'm not going to do a separate review. I'm going to fresh crack this. I've reviewed this before. It'll be part of this comparison. And for the same amount of money, we want to see, if you had a choice, which one is better to pick up. I know they're both good. This is definitely an upgrade over the regular 101. And this is certainly a good product. Of course, now we have the 13 and that amazing 15. But for 10 years at $45, this one around the same here, 47 in New Jersey. There's going to be no losers in this one. Let's do this blind. Let's see which one we prefer. Here we go. Okay, so first we did a fresh crack on this one. I have reviewed this a long time ago, maybe much earlier in my TikTok journey. So we're going to do this whole review kind of as part of this comparison. So that was a fresh crack. That was really a weak cork pop, but we'll move past that. Mixed up the glasses, have no idea which one's which. Going to look at the camera straight ahead. So we're going to try to see if we can, obviously, if we can tell which one's which we prefer, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to start with this, give this a nose. And by the way, before we get started, again, as with, I think, all the Wild Turkey products, same mash bill, 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. That 13% rye is the key because I always say that, there's rye there, but it's not. There are much higher rye bourbons, but Wild Turkey products, I find, always have a punch of that rye. So let's give this a nose. It's coming out a little bit more sharper on this one. Makes me think maybe there's more proof on that one, but the palate for me always tells. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. Cheers. It's very close. Very close. Let me give us another taste. Definite rice spice in that one. You can definitely tell. This is very close. I may just have to get some water and come right back. Okay, so we got some water. In full disclosure, actually, before I even got the water, I just tried to kind of like figure this out without looking a few more times, and I was kind of at a stalemate, and I think it's also because it was blending together. These are very close, so we definitely need water. So I remixed it up, even though I didn't even look at it, just to make sure there was absolutely, completely no idea. And here we are. I'm going to try this again now, this time with water. Have them in front of me. So one thing we know is this is close, despite the proof. I have found sometimes when you have proof differences of 11 proof points, but then you have the age. You would think one would jump out at me if it was like 30 proof points, yeah, but it's not. With Wild Turkey, I mean, they're both potent, so not as much noticeable. So let's get this started. Let's do this one. Actually, let me just do the noses again first. Maybe a little bit more nose on that one. Cheers. Cheers. A little bit more punch on this one. I think with the water, it's actually easier. We'll do this one more time. Cheers. Cheers. There's more jumping out here on this one. I mean, it's very subtle, but the water I can tell a little bit better. I would say there's a little more on this glass than this one. I would have to think maybe because of the proof. So I would have to guess, let's say the Wild Turkey, Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary because of the 11-point proof difference. And that's what it is. So, I would say that these are extremely close. The price is very similar. The profile, you're trading off proof with age. If I had to say which one I preferred, in this particular case, I mean, it's really close, but believe it or not, you're going to probably be surprised, but I think the Wild Turkey, I think this one, we can get them in the right order here. I think in this case, the Wild Turkey 8-year Jimmy Russell's, maybe slightly better than this. This is in this case, but if this was the regular Wild Turkey 101, not the Jimmy Russell's, I would probably venture to guess that this one would win. But the thing is, yes, it's 11 proof points different, so there is a little bit more punch in it. But this one just has, when I did a blind, this one did win over. It was, and then the last video I did again another comparison. It was noticeable. It is definitely noticeably better than the regular 101. And when you put this against this, I mean, it's so close, but I would have to give the 70th anniversary just a slight edge on this one. I have a feeling it's not even going to be a comparison if you go to the higher years of this. But in this case, this might just edge it out. And again, only because it's probably a special one. I think the regular 101 would be this one. So that kind of basically tells you, if you're looking for the same price point, I guess if you can find this, if you can find this, it's got the higher proof. It's like a special 101. And it depends on your own individual taste. This may be a buy. This is so good too. It really depends on your own individual, taste preferences. But I just kind of wanted to see how you adjust proof and how you adjust age for a similar price. In this one, this actually is a special release, which is maybe why it's a special release, and a special bottle with special rickhouses may edge it out. But I mean, there's really no losers here. These are both really, really good. If you like Wild Turkey, you're going to like either one of these. Cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.